benefits only when using you. I ain't here for long, so tell them play this at my funeral. Now I'm reincarnated, I'm still busy murking you. While I'm busy murking through the summer nights I joyride. I'm just thinking back and imagining that they only love you when you're gone, busy fading to black. And everybody wants someone, something, no one they're nothing. Know these wants, know these needs, they know the value of nothing.
Yes, people, we are back in the building. Hope everybody is doing blessed. Guys, make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Now, today we are taking a look on today's Young Players vlog. We're taking a look at a kid with a interesting last name, very interesting last name. Of course, you guys can see, in the caption, you can see it by the thumbnail. It's not any relative of the original player, which is of course Lionel Messi, probably the greatest player to ever play a game of football. This is just a player from France, young player, 17 years of age. His full name is Rayane Messi Tanfouri. So obviously Messi seems to be his middle name, but of course when you've got that as a middle name, you're gonna make it your last name on a football shirt. Who wouldn't want to do that? Come on. This is a player, he's come through the famous Clairefontaine Academy. There's been a lot of players who have, come through that kind of system over there in France. He grew up in France. He's got Sudanese descent as well from his parents. He is an interesting, very, very interesting player. Now, he plays on the left wing. Now, of course, that's different to the original Messi, who plays primarily on the right wing. But he is a very, very good and talented young player. So Messi started out it sounds so crazy saying Messi, right? But Messi started out his career, at Dijon, and then he is currently now playing for Strasbourg. Obviously, those who will know, Strasbourg and Chelsea have got their link together, so who knows, we probably will see him playing for Chelsea potentially in the future. He is currently a under 16 and under 17 France international as well, so he is well on his way to potentially moving up the ranks. And as I mentioned before, he is quite a talented individual, and he's only 17 years of age. So definitely, again, with France, you'll probably see me doing quite a lot of these videos with French players, because France, honestly, around the world, and I'm not even talking about just Europe, but around the world, France seems to produce so many good young players. So many players who grew up in that kind of system. The talent pool over there is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably one of the highest actually in the world when it comes to talented players coming from France, in itself. So definitely going to be an interesting kind of trajectory, for the young winger. So what type of a player is he? Now, as I mentioned before, of course, he plays on the wing, as a winger, or whatever you want to call it these days, inside forward, or inverted winger, whatever they call it on Football Manager. That's exactly what he is, but he's over there on that left-hand side. He's a player who has got low center of gravity. He's got really good agility, and he's very, very coordinated, and he seems to be, he's not small, but he's not the biggest of players, but he seems to be quite strong, for his size, if I'm being totally honest with you. Quite an athletic individual as well. He seems to be, in terms of the attacking phase, he does seem to be someone who is capable, of, I would say, playing on the left, but I feel like he can also, fit there on that right-hand side as well. Again, left being primarily the position he would want, to play, and especially when he's got that electric pace, he's got that acceleration, a direct kind of running style. And we already know defenders don't want to come up against a player like that. Someone who's always direct, always trying to, run at you, get past you, whether it is with skill, whether it's with pace, whether it's with, quick movement, something that he does have, in abundance. If I'm being honest, he seems to get past his marker, get past his defender, not with, I'm going to say, well, you know what, I'm going to say with relative ease, if I'm being totally honest with you. He's got that he's got that ability within him. So, teams who want to play, would I say, somewhat on the counter attack, someone like him who's quick, like super quick, yeah, he's definitely going to be, you know, a problem, especially at that youth level as well, that, you know, the under 16s, under 17s, you know, especially at that kind of level, that will always cause a problem. But listen, pace is a problem whatever the age group is, if I'm being totally honest with you. So I definitely think that, you know, this is going to be a player who, if he can just refine his skills, he is still quite raw, I would say, as an individual. And of course, it's quite difficult sometimes to judge these players, you know, when we're looking at it, you know, at youth level, because of course you know what happens when they get to that senior level, what it's really like. But I think if he's able to refine that, you've got a really, really top player on your hands. So hopefully, look, we see more of Rayane. You know, hopefully he can progress well. And again, as I mentioned, he is playing for Strasbourg at this current moment in time. Again, in France, I do trust their talent pool and their talent ID. So any player that's kind of being talked about over there is definitely a player, you know, player to watch, you know, player to watch for the future. Of course, we'll see how his development goes at Strasbourg. We'll see what happens, of course, with Chelsea as well. We already know with that kind of link there, what could potentially happen. Could, you know, move there or move to another club and then a Chelsea, you know, develop all these kind of various different things. But let's wait and see for the development of Rayane Messi. That is today's vlog done and dusted, guys. Hope you liked the video. Of course, as always, let me know in the comment section which player you would love for me to take a look at, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Benefits only when using you. I ain't here for long, so tell them play this at my funeral. Now I'm reincarnated, I'm still busy murking you. While I'm busy murking through the summer nights I joyride, I'm just thinking back and imagining that they only love you when you're gone, busy fading to black. And everybody wants someone, something, no one they're nothing. And all these wants, all these needs, they know the value of nothing.